Hey everyone, it's Karina. We're back in the camper and I'm about to make some catfish fillets with some white rice. So I'll point the camera over there so you can see that going on. Other than that, post the videos of the fishing a little later on, and that's about it. Okay, so enjoy the video and we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm making the catfish fillets. And they're the catfish fillets from the food pantry. And since I'm limited on space here, the flour, I'm going to use flour for the coating. And instead of putting it in a bowl and dipping the fish in there, I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to throw my seasonings in there. And when I'm ready to coat, I'm going to throw the fillets in there. And I'm just going to shake it up, kind of like the old chicken shake and bake. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm using seasoned salt, onion powder, and black pepper. So there's no special seasonings or anything like that. Last week when I made fish, I made it spicy for Glenn, and it was a little too spicy. So now I just make it normal, and if he wants any spice to it, he can dip it in Frank's hot sauce. So I got my seasonings in there, and I'm just going to shake it up. Alright, and then I also got 2 eggs, beaten eggs, which I'm going to dip the fish fillets in there before I put them in my flour. Let me get the flour out of the way. I'm also making white rice. So in here, I have exactly 1 cup of white rice. So in here I have the white rice. If you remember from my previous video, this little container I used to store some of the items that we brought camping. So I'm going to make the white rice in here. So I'm gonna, and normally if we were at home, I would actually run it through a strainer or a sifter and run all the starchy stuff out of it. But I'm just gonna make it as is right now. And then you're supposed to add 2 cups of water to that. 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. I don't have a measuring cup, so I'm going to just kind of eyeball it. So for the rice, since I didn't have any measuring cups for the water, since I said that this was exactly 1 cup of rice, I went ahead and used this as my measuring cup. So I put 2 of these filled with water in my rice. So that's that. And then I also, when I make white rice, I just put a dab of salt. And just a dab of butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the rice. I'm going to let it come to a boil. And then I'm going to turn it down to a really low flame. And I'll cook that for like 18 minutes once it comes to a boil. Okay, so I got that. Now I'm going to be frying the fish in this pot. Normally I would use a frying pan. But recently I actually started using higher pots, and the reason for that is the higher it is, because my oil is only about right here. When it gets hot, obviously it spits out oil and gets all over your stove. So I found that if you use a higher pot, it doesn't reach the stove as much as it would if you're frying in a frying pan. So that's the reason I'm using that. I do have a frying pan here, but I prefer to use that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the rice come to a complete boil and then turn it down and let it cook. And when that starts cooking at the 18 minutes, I'm going to turn on my oil and then start the fish at that point. Because after it's cooking for 18 minutes, you don't want to take the cover off at all. And then after 18 minutes, you want to turn it off and put it at a different spot or a cool spot. I'm just going to leave it on there without the flame for another 10 minutes covered. So I've been using that method. It's been working really well. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so my rice is going to almost be at a boil, but since I'm using a camp stove, which are a lot hotter than the electric stoves at home, I'm going to go ahead and turn it down real low as I could. These camp stoves get really hot, even at low flames. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. And then I'm going to cover it now. Now I don't have the actual cover to it, so I'm going to have to use this makeshift cover from this pot. And right now it's almost 8:45. Yes, we're eating a late supper because we were fishing, but who cares? We had fun. So I'm going to actually let this run for 15 minutes instead of 18 just because, like I said, it's really hot. So, alright, so the rice is going. I've started preheating my oil. It'll take a while. So it's actually already warming up here. So what I'm going to do is start coating the fish. So what I also did was, if you can see that in the camera, I seasoned the actual fish. I put seasoned salt, onion powder, and pepper directly on the fish before I even put them on the egg, inside the egg batter, to help give flavor to the fish a little bit more. Okay? So I'm just going to take the tongs and just dip my fish fillets inside the egg batter. I hope you can see that. And then I'm going to put it inside the baggie, and I'm gonna do one at a time because the fish fillets are a good size and I don't have a whole lot of flour in there. And then I got it in the bag and I'm just gonna tumble it around, and so now it's coated. So I'll leave it in there until I'm ready to put it inside the oil, which is almost that time. And for the white rice, I went over this during the video with the food we brought, but Glenn has his paste picante sauce, and I have a little bit of soy sauce in here, which is what I like to use in my white rice. Say that 3 times. Okay. All right, so we're just going to wait for the oil to heat up now. It's getting pretty warm already. And you don't want to put your fish in too soon, because if you do that, then it's just going to get oil logged. So you want to make sure your oil is nice and hot. And like I said, I only have oil to right around there. You don't want to fill it up because we're in a real confined area in this trailer and there's no windows or anything. So I don't want to do anything excessive. So I just put a little bit of oil and I'll cook 2 fillets at a time. And like I said before, also in a previous video, we're using propane on this camp stove. And I know it's talked about you shouldn't use propane in an enclosed area. But I don't do this all the time, and I'm careful when I do it. That's why the oil is so low. So, but don't do what I do. Use your best judgment. So I think we're ready to start cooking the catfish. The oil seems like it is warm enough. So I had already put one fish fillet in here and shook it up. So I just want to make sure there's enough flour on it. Alright, so we're going to go to it. You can hear it sizzling, so that tells me it's hot enough. And just as safety precaution, we did open a door to prevent so much smoke. And we do have a smoke alarm here in the camper, so just be safe when you're doing things like this in a small confined area. Alright, so I'm putting my second fish fillet in the baggie. And this is actually, doing it in a baggie, the shake and bake style, is actually less messy. Because when you're done with it, you can just close up the whole bag and throw it away. You don't have to clear off a plate or anything. Alright, so I'm going to put my second one in. Alright, so I got 2 fillets cooking, and this pot was just the right size for 2 nice-sized catfish fillets. I'm going to go ahead and prepare my other fillet, another fillet in the flour. I'm going to dip it in the egg first. So what is your guys' favorite fish to eat? Or do you even like fish? So drop a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite fish to eat is. Or if you don't even like to eat fish, just drop a comment and say you don't like fish. But we love fish. We love to fish, and we love to eat fish. So our favorite fish to eat, we love to eat bluegill and white bass. I don't know if you guys know what white bass are, but they run here in Wisconsin. We have a big lake, the Lake Winnebago, and they run through there every spring and early fall. So that's one of our favorite fish to eat. And earlier tonight I caught a northern pike, which is, the meat is much like a white bass. It's solid white meat. So yeah, those are some of our favorite fish to eat. So yeah, just drop a comment and let me know what your favorite fish to eat is. Okay everyone, so the first couple of fish I believe are ready to come out. So all I'm going to do is just put it on this plate with paper towel to soak up some of that grease. Alright, so I'm going to get my next and my last 2 fillets in. So I'm cooking a total of 4 fillets. so while I'm thinking about it, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the videos I'm making and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And hit that like button and drop a comment for me. Helps my channel grow, and I love the interaction I'm getting with the subscribers. It's really been a fun time for me. I appreciate all of you, whether you're already subscribed or you're new to the channel. I appreciate all of you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. I want to do the best I can to bring you the videos you like, and pretty much the videos you like, or the videos I've been giving you, is part of my everyday life. It's just living one day at a time, and that's what my channel is about. So I hope you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing it. So, all right. So I got my last 2 fillets in. So now I'm done with the flour, and I'm just going to throw the plate that held the fish on there. And that's going to go in the garbage, obviously. And I've already taken or shut off the burner on my rice. I did let it go for almost the whole entire 18 minutes. I've got it covered, and I have not removed the cover at all, so I hope it comes out. Yeah, that would be a nice surprise on video. So if it doesn't come out, you'll still see it on video. So the reason we use plain old flour as our coating is it gives it a nice, soft, crisp coating to it. There are some batters out there that are really hard, crunchy, and so we just find flour to be the easiest, and you can season it how you want to. I mean, you can do it for anything, but yeah, so we pretty much use flour for cooking all of our fish. So just to show you how it looks, I don't know, I think you can see that. But yeah, this is how the fish came out. Just a nice, you can see it a little browning, but not too brown. So it's not too overdone. It's just going to be a nice, soft, crisp fillet or coating. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and cook the other 2 fillets, and I'll get the camera back on after I'm done, and that way I can show you how the rice came out as well. Whether it came out good or bad, I'll show you how it came out. All right, folks, so I am done cooking the fish. So this is the 4 catfish fillets. I don't know if you can see that well. All right, so now I'm going to open or lift the lid on the rice and see how that came out. It looks okay. Some of it probably could have cooked a little bit more. But that's, I don't know if you can see that. That's my pot of rice. All right. So that is it, folks. Okay, folks, so that's it for the cooking video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment. And Glenn's in the background trying to make me laugh, so stop it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That's simple fish fillet cooking. Yeah, just using simple flour with some seasonings, and that's it. Nothing special. So we're going to sit down and enjoy our late supper. Yeah, so I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you for day 3 of the camping trip. All right? Good night, everyone.